What is up, guys? Back in today with another reaction to Baccano, the OVAs, this time with the final episode, episode 3. It's been, again, as usual, a week since I did watch the last one, so not absolutely fresh in my memory, but we had the whole kind of fight. Or, it wasn't much of a fight, to be honest, at the end of the episode, with Rail Tracer kind of coming in, presenting the dress earlier on in the episode, kind of gifting it to Shane, I think her name is. Which was nice. Really loved the a little bit more of the backstory we got with Jacuzzi, Splot, and Nice. I think that was fantastic. Probably some of my favourite stuff I've got in these OVAs so far. But yeah, looking forward to seeing how we do finish off today. Cannot remember the preview for the life of me. Let me know what you guys think about this one though down in the comments. Leave a like on the video if you guys do like, and subscribe to the channel if you do want to keep up to date with any of my reactions. As I did say, unfortunately this will be the last reaction to Baccano, but I'm still in the midst of rewatching Do Ra 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 before covering that on the channel. Honestly, I haven't really had, well, I say I haven't had too much time. I've been kind of doing other things a little bit in my own time, playing Nier Automata and watching a few movies. So I really need to get on with the rewatch that. I'm just about episode 7, I think. So yeah, I've got 17 more to go before, and this is the last episode of Baccano, so my time scheduling has not been great. But yeah, might be a little bit longer till I get around to Do Ra 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 season 2, but I will be covering that next on the channel for absolute sure. See, I was hoping we'd get a little bit more of these two and like understand what exactly the hell is going on with that Lua Klein woman. Like, again, there's so much stuff that these 3 OVAs were never going to cover everything I wanted them to. However, I still think they've been quite good in what they have done. Oh yeah, we're going to be seeing that woman, aren't we? I remember that from the preview now. But as I did say, I feel like the Jacuzzi and Nice stuff we got, which was quite short, there's definitely some of the best stuff in these OVAs. Carol realizes that the story cannot have an ending in the anime. Is there an ending in the source material? I do assume so. This is the aftermath. How does this guy get to his desk? Or does he just live there? I kind of said this last time. Is there even anyone behind this desk? There's a voice, but there's an actual person. This guy thought he was so smooth, this blonde dude, didn't he? Really now. Send me there too. And he sounds a bit, yeah, he sounds a bit fucked up, doesn't he, Russo? Who's that blonde girl? Don't recognise her. Again, I really like these two a lot. They've become two of my favourite characters. The dude, yes, this fucker. I like this guy a lot as well, you know. He hasn't really done much, but that's like the funny part of it. I just like him. Dominic Muska. Also, was that is that his name? Sugar Cube. Like, is that just what we call him, or do you reckon that's like his actual name, Mr. Sugar Cube? Is that what they are as well? Like, they're not even sweets; they're just cubes of sugar that you'd put in like a tea or something. The guy just raw dog eating sugar. Wow. Okay. Again, I like this guy a lot already, but yeah. I mean, nice bit of information on him here. Sugar Cube Kun. But yeah, he's quite a nice guy actually, isn't he? Is he always working with these guys? I guess his actions previously do make sense if he was. Oh, are we finally going to see this guy? No, we're not. Oh, there's a hand. There is an actual human being there. Okay. Of course, this is the one guy that fucking sees him as well. Sugar Cube Kun. Oh crap. The guy thereafter. Well, how nice of you. $1. Obviously a lot more than that. She looks a bit older, doesn't she? A little girl. Quite a bit older. To be honest with you, $1 during this time period isn't like. I mean, it's still not a lot, but a lot, probably worth a lot more than it is nowadays. That wouldn't even be that bad. I mean, it was quite a fun little joke, right? Like, there wasn't anything nasty about it. I just spent all the money on tickets. So she's almost a bit of a rail tracer herself. The rail lover. Yeah, to be fair, he was absolutely drenched in blood. But yeah, I don't know how you can not remember that voice. That's a very specific voice. Poor Chess. I mean, obviously he's fucking traumatized. I got grinded. So he needs some help with the proposal and the wedding, does he? Probably could use it. I can't imagine he's the type of guy that would be. I mean, he's done pretty well so far, to be honest. He's been pretty charming in his own weird way, but yeah, doesn't strike me as the type that would be great at setting that stuff like that up. So yeah, who is this woman? Nice. Who's cleaning all that up? You are now a doministo. Was that like an actual word? Something? A dominist. Who was that woman? But that's what the charming part is about him. I think so. Yes. The best type of relationship. Is she trying to kill me? Is she trying to marry me? Like, which one is it? Sometimes they're the best. Oh, okay. Bit of a shame to hear, actually. I thought that was like a very spare of the moment kind of thing. So he's done this plenty of times before. I think it will as well. Although again, hearing the fact that he's done this multiple times does make me worry a little bit now. It seems that he's quite easily able to move on. Is she finally going to reunite with her brother here? Fuck, of course this guy's here. Yeah, good job. Fuck this guy. Indeed. Right now, I'm the rail tracer. Deserved. Deserved. He doesn't deserve quite. Oh, of course we took him on a. I was literally just about to say I don't think he deserves a grinding, but deserves some comeuppance, doesn't he? Pretty snaky dude. Like a wedding dress. This is where we got to last episode. And I gave a catch. Bro done a Griffith right there. You don't want to ever say to yourself you've done a Griffith. Usually not something great. In this context, not too probably one of the better things that Griffith's done. Jump on a sword, or in this case, a wrench. I was also like, we were going to finally have an episode about this guy talking absolute rubbish. Don't get me wrong, I like this guy. I love his voice actor. One of my favourites. But he just never stops once he starts, does he? Well, thanks. Like the brief altercation with this guy this time. Thank God. Who is this woman? that the guy from the ship? Oh wait, is this the woman that refused to drink on the ship? I'll just look her up real quick. Oh, I used to have a girl I used to like called Sylvie. Not a very common name. Why I bring it up. And yeah, I used to quite like her. She didn't like me that much, I think. Although she did stay around mine once. Didn't really get up to anything or anything like that. Sylvie Lumire. A lot of information on that here. Um, former family maid, and she did survive the massacre of on the boat, I think. Yeah, that's the boat thing. So yeah, she was on the boat. She was a family maid. I don't particularly remember her. I thought this might have been the girl that was that refused to drink the elixir. Might still be. I'm not 100% sure. That explains why I didn't really recognize her. Not that I would have anyway, even if it was like, even if she did look the same. I don't remember specifically what she looked like, to be honest with you, the girl that I'm talking about. Apologies about that. And just like, it is a bit weird, isn't it, that we're just like adding new characters like this in like the last 10 minutes of the show. Like, why did they stop adapting? Maybe because at that time there wasn't enough to adapt. It was quite a long running novel, I think, wasn't it? Philo, oh, 100%. Letto. Well, so she came here to kind of be absorbed by Cesar and become one with Greta, essentially. Yeah, not much of a catch up. Also, yeah, another question. So she must have had some of the elixir. I didn't even like, my stupid ass didn't even realize that. So, sorry guys, sorry, paused again. Yeah, my dumb ass didn't even realize that. It's like, oh yeah, how the hell is she here talking? I just, because she's got grey hair, I assumed like, oh, she's gotten old. But she got a little bit older and then drank the elixir. Maybe again she just couldn't take it and she was like, just absolutely assuming here. Um, yeah, she was just like, oh, well, she was just wallowing in her self pity perhaps, and just like took it, and then again had the idea of, oh, you know what? If Cesar, he absorbed Greto, so if he absorbs me, mine and Greto's memories and such will kind of become one, and we will become one essentially. I guess that logic kind of makes sense. But yeah, she has, unless she's a 200-year-old woman, which is impossible. She yeah, she's actually did take some of the elixir at some point. Interesting. Must be a little bit annoying though. She must wish you took. Well, it depends on who you are as a person, I guess. But you'd wish you took it a bit earlier on in life, so you're not stuck as an old woman for the rest of for an immortal life. You'd rather be a young person, right? Didn't hear this bit, did we? His wish was. Oh, crap. Damn. I was always wondering how this guy got out of this situation. But that was his wish during this, was it? Quite incredible, isn't it? Incredible unselfishness. Yeah, I like that. I like that from you. You've done all you wanted to achieve and such, and you lived for that long. Why not devote your life to other people? Damn. Again, I don't think we heard that, did we? Didn't hear. So this guy's the fucking devil right here? The genie devil thing? Some random dude. Okay, so that guy was walking around as the devil the whole time. Wow. Oh, it's these two from the first episode. We never did catch up with these guys, did we? I think they're all main characters, really, aren't they? I guess that is quite the charm of this, isn't it? That there is like, there is so much still left open. It's like sometimes it is better. With horror, I feel like you guys know I'm a massive horror fan. Is a lot more of the time the scariest stuff is the stuff you don't see, the stuff that you're imagining. So in that same kind of essence, there's a lot of stuff I'd really love to still kind of like watch and learn about and understand characters and such. But perhaps the beauty is that there is so much left of that. I do want that. It won't be fulfilled, but just like the potential is like the impressive thing about that, if that makes any sense. Like it's there. I won't ever get to, unless I read the source material. Even then, it may still be kind of arbitrary and non kind of conclusional, but yeah, I guess that's part of the charm, isn't it? Like I said, just like the scares and horror where you've got to imagine. Part of the charm here is that there is no real kind of conclusion or wrap up, or a lot of the events aren't covered. I like that. But yeah, we haven't seen these two since that first episode. Like they've had no focus or anything whatsoever. And we've literally only, it's like we just met the devil guy. He's like a character I'd love to like spend another 20 episodes on. Or with. Love how he pronounces her name as well. Cool. He always says it with such conviction. That's not a lot, is it? Some will, yes. Yeah, and it's a love hate thing, isn't it? You'd love to see more. You hate, but you'd hate to see it actually kind of conclude and end. Ooh, well, there's that guy's end. See, yeah, exactly that. You might not like how it concludes. That is nasty. Holy crap. That's an immortal mice. Oh wow. Immortal mouse, mice, whatever. Nasty. I think I mentioned this before, didn't I? The fact that if this mouse gets like the plague or like rabies or something, is the world not just like fucked? From this one immortal mouse. Maybe one is like the world wouldn't be fucked, but if there were like loads of mice out there that were immortal, surely that would be like, maybe I'm going too far with it, but almost like a world ending. I know it might sound crazy, but it's got the potential to be, I think. It's like a zombie outbreak a little bit. I mean, the immortality can't be passed, like, don't get me wrong, but you ain't changed one bit, you freak. And yet there he is. It was his cards and his cement. Oh, he's not in there. He got out? All those train tickets. What's that? That's a dragon. $1930. Yeah, if the police have fucking stopped to grab it. They literally just got rid of all of their money. Oh, that was the money from the items from the Gennard house, okay. What's next on Baccano? Well, we will never know. I do like the fact that they, like, again, to go with that whole conversation about the stories not ending, it is just like, oh, well, what happens next? We won't know. We won't ever see. Yeah, really good finale episode. I feel like this was a good wrap up. Again, there's still so many things like this guy. Like, we've only just realised that he's the devil essentially, and it's just like, well, I'd love to see more of him now, but we won't. So it's a massive shame in that direction, and I would love to see how things do conclude. But again, it is also like, would I like how they conclude? Probably, because I really like the writing of the show. But yeah, sometimes not knowing and sometimes leaving it to your own imagination is better. So yeah, I really like how they wrap things up here. I was questioning, as you guys heard in the intro, like, how the hell, like, is this going to be a satisfactory wrap up? But it was. But yeah, don't get me wrong. There's still absolutely loads. I'd love to see like over 100 episodes. To be honest, I think there is maybe not enough material for 100 episodes, but it seems like there's like something close to that, because I think this was airing or like being written for like 15 years or something, and I think again I was told that it only covered like 3 volumes out of like 15 or something, and that is like a lot. So like at least like 50 episodes it could have been, right? I will just have a little look up quickly. But yeah, thank you guys very much for watching and supporting the videos. I've thoroughly enjoyed Baccano. I just love the style of like these stories, Durara, Baccano especially, I do think. of just having so many characters, like they said at the end there, not really having any main character really, just having just your whole cast being the kind of main character. I think that's something very unique to the show, and it's something shows rarely get it right if they do try and kind of share the screen time a lot with the side cast. And this author just does it incredibly, in my opinion, at making you really like get on with every character, even the ones you don't like so much. And in terms of like Lad Russo, like it's not a character you meant to like, but he's still got so much personality and charisma. You end up like loving him and loving every second of him on the screen. There's no character here that I wouldn't love, like just seeing. Like there's no character I'd like in your usual kind of shonen, for example. If there's an episode focused on a side cast member, sometimes you'd be like, oh, well, I don't really care about that character, so I'm really not going to like this episode. But in this, it's like it can focus on any character and still be a wildly kind of interesting and absorbing kind of episode. It can choose to focus on any of the 30, 40 characters that the show's introduced, and it's going to be a hell of a time. There are characters you do like more. Again, in my opinion, the two robbers here, I forget their names off my head, Maria and forget his name specifically. But yeah, there's the ones you like more. Isaac and Maria, for example, or again, in my opinion, like Nice and Jacuzzi Splot. I really like them, and I'd love to see more of them. But it's not the case of like if we don't see any of them, it's a bad episode. It's like it goes on, the show goes on, and it's pretty damn incredible in that manner. But yeah, I think I was going to look up the source material, wasn't I? So yeah, it's got 22 volumes. So there's an incredible amount left. It was airing for 13 years. And it's not even finished, I don't think. It says on hiatus. But it does say published from 2003 to 2016. So is that just like it's indefinitely on hiatus, or is it actually finished? It would almost be kind of against what they said here at the end if it actually did finish, to be honest, wouldn't it? But yeah, there was a lot of material. A lot of material. So yeah, it's not actually ended. From the discussion I'm reading here, it's just been on hiatus for a lot of years. And if you can't see the shirt I'm wearing, one of my favorite manga. Well, I haven't really read many manga. I've read like 3. I read Berserk, Nana. Currently still reading, although I've had it on hold for a long time. Umi Neko. I've only read like 3 or 4 manga. I've read a little bit of Hunter x Hunter. Some of the kind of side Karapika stories and such. And that's about it. But I forgot my point now. Yeah, Nana has also been on hiatus for a very, probably longer than I think longer than Baccano here. So I'm a patient guy, so I will absolutely wait. But yeah, do let me know what you guys thought about this series as a whole down in the comment section. Let me know what you guys thought about this ending episode as well. I did think it was a brilliant way to end off, considering how the kind of series is. And again, I've absolutely loved this. I think I do prefer it to Durarara just because it is a bit more. Maybe it's because of the time or the setting. It's just a bit more digestible to me. I feel like with Durarara, especially now that I'm kind of rewatching it, there is a lot of like, because it is set in Japan, it is more kind of set for Japanese people, and it is a bit more easily understood by Japanese people, I do imagine. Some of the jokes maybe don't go over your head. Although I have noticed I am actually kind of, when I do watch it at my own time, I am actually kind of understanding a few more things than I did when I watched it initially, and some of the details that got lost on me, but my initial reaction, just because of the kind of environment I watched it in, aren't quite so lost on me as I'm rewatching it. But yeah, I think I do prefer this just about. I think the characters are a little bit more kind of lovable as well here. So I do prefer it ever so slightly to Durarara, but both have that kind of, again, that mysticism of you can focus on any character. The whole cast is just incredibly written, and have like they're all so different as well. It's the crazy thing. There's so many styles, so many different people, yet all of them are really interesting. Which again, it's almost like an impossible task, to be honest. There's got to be like some kind of, even if some are cliches, they're interesting, and it's like there's no cliche character that is just that one note. Like there's so much more to almost every character. But yeah, I'll stop going on. Again, let me know what you guys thought about this last episode and the series as a whole in the comments. Leave a like on the video if you guys did like, and subscribe to the channel if you do want to keep up to date. Let me know if you have checked out the source material as well, and if you would recommend reading it, as I might do that in my own time. But yeah, thank you guys very much for supporting, and have a good rest of your day.